Welcome to Rhythm and Roads Las Vegas. I'm your host, Joshua Jacob. On my new series, Everything is Possible, I have a very special guest. He's a Las Vegas singer, songwriter, and also a rapper. Welcome Charles Hammilton to the show.
How you doing, Josh?
Hey, man. Pleasure to have you here. Thank you for
Thanks
accepting
for
my
having me,
invitation.
man. Always appreciate it.
Yeah, and I'm really happy for you for your new show coming up September 24th. Salute to the Nat King Cole and other jazz greats at the Composers Room.
Yes, sir.
Wow,
Very happy about that.
Yeah.
Really looking forward to it. Finally getting the show together, and can't wait. Can't wait.
Yeah. Well, before we get into that, I just want to say I look forward to hearing your story and the journey and everything else. And I just want to say I first saw you perform with Rita Lim at the Tuscany, and that was a fun experience too, just to see you both. And dude, you have such a chill, great voice, so soothing. You know what I mean? It's nice, man. Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, Rita Lim's a good friend. Has been also a very good mentor as well. Good, nice.
That's
lady.
awesome, man.
Nice
Yeah,
lady.
she is such a great friend as
entertainer.
well. Very supportive, and just to all other musicians as well. The way that she supports us is just great. So,
Absolutely.
yeah. Well, Charles, I want to say before we get into the career of your music and what you're doing now, let's get to know the foundation of Charles Hammilton, of where it all started, of the we're gonna go into, because I know you were in the military, so we're gonna go into the chapter from that point, and then we'll lead into the desire of wanting to sing and move into that direction. So let's start when you were young.
Well, music has always been a big part of my family. I come from a family of six.
Wow.
My mom and dad, and I have three older brothers. Lost one of them, but the other two are still around. But we all dabbled in music. I wouldn't say my folks pushed us like, say, the Jackson 5 were pushed, but we all were exposed to music. My mom was a great singer. She was a sanctuary choir member for 60 years at our church.
60 years?
I'm from the south side of Chicago, and my mom was in the sanctuary choir my whole life until she could not sing anymore. So that's where it comes from. I have another brother that's also was a professional musician himself, a bass player, graduate of Berklee College of Music.
Wow,
in Hammilton.
okay.
Yeah, he was in Artie Shaw's orchestra. He's great jazz bassist. Good friends with Branford Marcellus as well. So he has his own thing as well. I pull him into my stuff sometimes when I get a chance.
Do you?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah. But and then I went into the military shortly after high school. I played a little college sports there for a minute, and then I went into the Air Force. And
wow, the Air Force,
for 25 years.
Oh my God!
Yeah,
well, thank you so much for 25 years of what you did for our country.
Yep.
Man, that's a long time.
Sergeant. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, and thank you again. And I want to say, how did you handle the fact of when you lost your brother? Because I lost a family member, and and it's hard.
It's really hard. It's a funny thing. What happened kind of in my family, it was we hadn't had any death in our family in a very long time, and then there was just like a rash of me losing aunts and uncles, and
oh wow,
and they were getting up in age, and that's part of it. But my brother had a lot of health concerns later in his life. And,
he did?
They just started adding up, and they got him. He lived to be about 60, but yeah.
That's still young.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
man.
He was a great cat, too. Very talented in his own right musically. He
Wow.
had a really good ear. He could play a lot of things just by hearing it.
Wow, man.
Yeah, he couldn't read music, but he could play
by
very
hearing.
well.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And one of the memories of during that time with him with music, what do you always hold dear to yourself of what you remember with him?
His ability to play songs that I loved from my childhood.
Really?
Yeah.
Like what?
Like for the you're familiar with the Peanuts Christmas special.
Oh, of course, yeah.
And Vince.
He knew how to do that.
Vince
wow.
Guaraldi was the pianist that played in those
That's right.
TV specials.
Yeah.
And my brother could play those songs just like that.
Oh
show.
my God!
He
exactly
taught
to it.
himself how to play all of those songs, Linus and Lucy, Chris.
Yeah.
He could play, and that's the thing I remember most about him.
Wow, man.
He
I do
was-
like
yeah.
that tune from that show.
Yeah, he could. I'm still trying to learn how to do it myself.
Yeah, it's pretty
I've
much
got
all over
one
the
of 'em,
place.
but I don't have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, man.
Yeah, he's
well,
good, some
he's
talent.
always. I know he'd be such very happy for you. You know,
Yeah,
he'd be
he
very.
got to see some of it.
Oh, he did
Yeah,
already.
a little
Okay,
bit,
cool.
A little bit, yeah. Before
He got to
passed,
he got to
knew
see a
that-
sneak peek of.
He knew
what-
I was kind of
Yeah.
leaning that way, starting to do more music. So
Well, that's good, man.
Yeah.
I'm glad. And so from this point with you with the military for 25 years, did you at all work on any side projects with singing or anything, or was that at all just tucked away?
yeah, with the military, no.
There was no time for that, huh? Yeah.
Nah, it's maybe early on. You know, I was thinking about trying to do some things with some guys on the base, but it didn't work out. And you know, my job being in maintenance, aircraft maintenance, having the top secret clearance, you can't
Wow.
get involved in a lot of stuff
I
like
see.
that. So when I was active duty, it just that
Yeah.
wasn't. I always suppressed the entertainment part of me, you know,
Wow.
and just kind of practiced and in silence, so to speak.
Yeah.
Sharpening my tools, so to speak.
Hey, and that's why after so many years now it's your time
Yeah.
to enjoy and be relaxed and be in the moment of Charles Hamilton and where you're at right now.
Exactly.
Yeah. Now, before we get into more of the music part, with military, like I can imagine so much of the stories and places you have seen, and you probably have, of course, lost close friends or people in your life, which could be very devastating. How do you get through that when you've lost certain people in your life in the military that were close to you?
For one, I recommend seeking help.
Okay.
I do suffer a little PTSD,
Okay.
and had to go through my veterans commission and
Yeah.
make sure those things are straight within you.
Right.
Emotionally, sometimes you don't even know you're being affected, and you
Wow.
are. And that was kind of what I just put everything in and keep on moving, and you got to watch that, because like
Wow.
you said, I've lost a lot of friends throughout all the branches of service
Wow.
that were friends of mine.
Yeah.
So it's seek help if you need it. I know
No,
that.
yeah.
That's the biggest advice I can give anyone, because you really don't know the effects of things until later, or they show up in some
Very
other
true.
way. And and both of my jobs, my Air Force job and when I started working with the FAA, both could put you in situations of stress, because I was an accident investigator in the FAA
Wow.
on aviation accidents,
Yeah.
and sometimes that's a horrific scene.
Oh, I
to
can
go,
imagine.
so
Wow.
you
Yeah.
you could need some counseling after that as well.
Oh,
So,
jeez, man.
Trust me.
That's crazy. Yeah.
man.
No, I
Great
want.
job,
Yeah.
man. Yeah.
I want to say, thank you for sharing that, because it is important, especially mental health, and for men and women also to take care of themselves within, but mentally, emotionally. Because yes, later on in life, it can sneak up on you when you're not even ready for that, and prevent you from doing a lot because you weren't healed, you weren't taking care of yourself first.
Yeah.
And yeah, so please, guys, take care of yourself. It's okay to get counseling. I got counseling when I lost my mother 5 years ago to cancer. I mean, it was hard losing a parent, but I went to get counseling, and yeah, so I did really well afterwards. It helped. So thank you for sharing that. Yeah, thank
Good
you.
to hear that.
So speaking of military, still, you have some plaques next to you.
Yeah.
You want to share
I
about
brought
it?
some stuff
Yeah.
I wanted to show you that I did have a job before I started doing music. This is my plaque from
Wow.
the Federal Aviation Administration. At the completion of my service, I retired in 2020
That's awesome. Look at
from the
that's
Long
awesome.
Beach
dude.
Flight Standards District Office. I was one of the managers there for about 3 or 4 years. And
Wow.
there's my badge and my credential. And,
Amazing. Wow.
I was a principal maintenance inspector
Yeah.
with the FAA for 25 years.
25 years, man.
Yep.
Look at that.
And this is my total certificate of service.
Okay.
Shows I served for 37 years
Wow.
and 7 months. They even give you the months.
Even the months, everything to the T.
But
Wow.
you finish up
Yeah.
at whatever department you're in. I was in the Department of Transportation, but I also served in the Department of Defense.
Wow,
That's
man.
the military part. So
Yeah, thank you again. What
Yes,
an
sir.
incredible achievement.
Thank you.
That's
Thank
awesome,
you,
yeah.
man.
And here, with that chapter closing,
Mhm.
you know, God always closes a chapter to make way for a new chapter. Something he always, I feel like in my experience, there's desires, right, of what you have always had, even throughout those many years in the service, you still had your calling to want to sing.
Absolutely.
And that was still there. You didn't, and I'm so happy and glad that you didn't just continue to push it off, even after retiring. But I'm glad that you kept on with that in you, saying my time will come. And now it is. It's here. So now we're going to get into that, man. This is awesome because here he is in Las Vegas, and well, we're going to get into the show later, but so I want to get to know first, how did it start with that transition from once you retired, then how did it start for you to discover your voice and start practicing and getting to that?
Well, like I said, I consider myself always kind of a closet entertainer.
Oh, okay.
At home with my children, raising my kids and
Yeah.
stuff. I have 2 beautiful daughters.
Oh, do
and-
you? Okay.
And tried to, expose them to music as well.
Yeah.
And but the main thing is I never really got away from it. I always had instruments in my house. I
Oh,
had
okay.
Keyboards, and I also play the sax a little. So
Wow,
you know,
okay.
started learning that about maybe 10 or 15 years ago. I took that up and been trying to, sharpen up the piano skills as well. But the singing kind of was always there. I just had to get more serious
Yeah.
about it. And that comes from my mom. So as my career in the FA started to wind down,
Yeah.
more opportunities started to present themselves. I said, well, maybe I won't get in so much trouble if someone sees me in nightclubs, because I had to be careful of that.
Oh, well,
The
true.
appearance
Right.
of you doing things when you're working for the government, you have to be careful. So,
Very true. Yeah.
that's one of the reasons I didn't pursue it so heavily, but
Okay.
I was doing some recording with a friend of mine who's also a musician in town. His name is Billy Evans. He's a trumpet player. So, and we both were in the service together.
Oh, were you?
mind
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But and we both love music and all of that. So we started working together a little bit and putting out some recordings and doing some things, and then it started leading to just more opportunities to perform, and started opening for a few people on the hip hop side of things.
Oh, wow.
I've opened for Too Short before.
Oh, wow. Too short.
Yeah,
Oh,
I've
very
opened For
impressive.
him several times. I've
Yeah.
opened for DJ Quick.
Okay.
I just recently opened up for Afro Man. So,
Oh, Afro Man. Wow,
yeah,
man.
That's stuff I do in California.
Okay.
Lancaster, Palmdale, with Sucker Punch Productions and stuff like that. So, and then I decided, okay, well, where am I going to live? I'm in Long Beach. I said, okay, LA's right here, but I felt like there weren't as many opportunities as when I visited here to sing with live bands, to the open mic scene.
Oh, I see.
Is
Okay.
a little bigger here. So, I always have my eye on Las Vegas from being out at Nellis Air Force Base a million times.
Really?
Working on
Wow.
F-16s. I used to be stationed at Hill Air Force Base, which is just north of here in Utah.
Okay.
So we would always come down because they had F-16s. We had them as well. So anyway, I was always keeping my eye on Henderson and Vegas. So
Wow.
ended up retiring, coming here, and right in COVID, which was
Right during
horrible.
COVID?
Oh,
Oh,
2020, we were still locked down
Wow.
and getting shots and doing all of that. What a crazy time here to
Oh, I
be,
can't imagine.
walk down the strip and see no one
Yeah,
out there.
I actually
was
experienced
here.
that too.
Yeah,
It was weird,
It was
man.
very strange.
Yeah, very
So,
strange.
Yeah, started coming out, started hitting the open mics. Was fortunate enough to meet someone like Rita Lim and other entertainers in
Yeah.
town, and we've been kind of singing ever since, man.
Wow, man.
Yeah, getting out there.
That's awesome. And I love that you had that goal to come to Vegas, right?
Oh, yeah.
It was always there, and it was like you envisioned it,
Yeah.
And you always had said, yeah, LA's right there, but Vegas, it's very true.
Exactly.
There's a lot of open mics here. There's a lot of more live entertainment dealing with musicians
Exactly.
and singers. So I'm glad, man. I'm glad you make the transition over
A
here.
little more jazz
And the jazz.
oriented as well.
Yeah.
The Sinatra. That's kind
right.
of the thing I do. On the singing side of stuff. So that's
Yeah,
what
and
I
it-
prefer.
Oh, and so you prefer that over rap? Being do you call it like rapper or hip hop?
I wouldn't say I prefer.
Okay.
I just whatever genre. If I'm rapping, that's what I'm focusing on.
Okay,
if
I
I'm
see.
doing jazz, but I tend, as far as singing and musically, I dig jazz.
You did jazz.
But
Okay.
I also feel that jazz and hip hop are very closely
Very
related.
true. That is
People
a good
don't
point.
Understand that, but I understand the correlation between the two. Jazz was something new. No one liked it at first, didn't
Oh.
understand it, wasn't accepted.
Yeah.
Now it's taught in universities. Hip hop was the same way. Came on the scene, no one knew what it was, no one liked it. Now it's taught in universities.
Interesting. Wow.
They have classes on Tupac Shakur.
They do.
Yes,
they have,
they
oh my
do.
God.
Oh yes,
I didn't
they
even
do.
know that.
Yes, they
Wow,
do.
man.
Yeah.
Well, I gotta say, speaking of Rita Lim, I want to say thank you, Rita, for being a great support. And when I saw you recently performing with her, yeah, it's just I love jazz too. It's been such as a drummer, there's just different genres. But seeing you and Rita, it was huge. It was very beautiful in the way that you guys sung together. Yeah.
Thank you.
And so with Rita coming in and helping you around that, who else has been a support and being there to guide you on that?
A lot of folks in town. Nicholas Cole, for
Oh,
example,
really? Okay.
At the Italian American Club. He's also always nice enough to let me sit in with him.
Oh,
He's
that's
a great
awesome.
musician. Love him as a pianist. He's also a great guy.
Yeah.
He's also someone that has, been instrumental in just allowing me to get exposure. There's a lot of folks in town, Matt and Tracy Mitchell.
Wow.
They do kind of a rock thing.
Okay, cool.
And they always let me be part of their shows and things
That's
like
awesome.
that. And I could name a lot.
Yeah,
of
you can
folks.
go all day
but
with
of
that,
course, I'd say the thing I'm most proud of is being on Dennis Bono's show.
Wow,
Been on
man.
there,
Yeah.
and I will be on there August 27th.
Oh, you
for
are?
my
Okay.
Second appearance, yeah.
Second appearance. Awesome, man. I'm happy for you.
Thank you. Thank
Yeah, I've heard great things about the show, and
Oh,
I haven't been to one, but I'd
you.
love
It's
to.
a cool experience.
Oh, I bet.
From top to bottom, yeah.
Wow,
So I
man.
enjoyed. I'm looking forward to it.
That's awesome. Well, speaking of shows, yes, you have your own show coming up September 24th at the Composers Room. It's the Salute to Nat King Cole and Other Jazz Greats. You want to share about your show?
Sure,
Yeah.
sure. I've been kind of putting this together for a while. Again, my love for jazz and probably my favorite, person in jazz was Nat King Cole.
Wow.
I'm from
okay.
Chicago. He's from Chicago. He went to the same high school as my father did. My
Wow, he
father
did?
actually recalls
Wow.
hearing him practice.
Oh
in the
my
music
God,
room.
really?
Yeah, absolutely.
That's crazy.
Yeah, because he came back, and he stayed in the area when he graduated. He's a little older than my father, but he was still part of the music department at DuSable High School. It is a very well-known music department too at that time. A lot of jazz musicians came out of there.
Wow.
A lot of people don't know that, but he was one of them. And so that's, Chicago loves Nat Cole. He grew up in the neighborhood I'm from on the South Side. So, and my mother was always singing his music.
You
and
heard
his
it all the
music
time.
was
Yeah.
always in my house. And
Wow.
yeah, so I wanted to pay particular attention to him, but I'm going to do some Sinatra. I'm going to do some Harry Connick Jr.
Oh,
I'm
wow,
gonna do
okay.
a lot of cats. So
Nice,
I'm going
man.
to do a little Ray Charles in there. We're going to have some fun. So,
Yeah.
yeah, got some musicians sitting in with me. Audley Reed is going to come in on saxophone.
Okay,
help me out.
cool.
My friend Billy on trumpet's going to come in. We're going to do some stuff. We're going to have fun.
Nice.
Yeah, should be a lot of fun.
Well, I'm glad you were able to get Composers Room to give this opportunity to you, which is
Absolutely.
incredible.
Yeah.
Yeah, I actually been there. It's very nice, very intimate, very chill setting. I enjoyed seeing Christy Lynn's show there. But yeah, so how can they find or purchase tickets for the show?
You need to go to the Composer Room website. They have their own ticket situation.
Okay.
when you go to their website, you'll able to go through the shows that they've got coming up, and you can click on mine and go in there and get yourself some tickets.
All right,
To
man.
see everybody there. Yeah, Damian Costa, he's the owner there. He's
Yeah.
done a great job at refurbishing and getting that place going really good. I like what's happening in there now.
Yeah, I've met Damien. He's such a cool guy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
very
he's so
nice.
chill and
Yep.
just welcoming. So
Yep.
very cool.
Looking forward to working with him.
Yeah. Well, I look forward to seeing your show, and it's going to be fun. Now, speaking of music and all your show as well, but I was also told that you have your own recording studio.
Yeah, yeah.
That's
mine.
awesome, man. Yeah.
yeah. I'm not so sure how much my family likes that because one of my bedrooms is a studio.
Oh, is
in my
it?
house.
Okay.
Yeah, I converted it pretty
Wow.
much. It's just where all my instruments and recording equipment and stuff. Like I said, I kind of started out making music first before I started performing it.
Wow,
So
okay.
I still like, I always am trying to make beats and, do stuff and, just musically like I'm a musician.
No, of
So
course, yeah,
I
man.
like, I love the fact that I can go in there and try to work stuff out. So clears my head.
Oh, I bet. Yeah, it's like you're in your own man cave, and
Man, there's
yeah,
nothing like it.
nothing like it, man. Yeah. Do you have any? Are you working on any originals right now?
Absolutely.
Oh, you are. Okay.
Absolutely. I have a rap song that I'm going to release on Spotify and on all the
Wow,
other
really? Okay.
platforms. But I am working on some backing tracks for some hip hop songs I got coming out. So
Okay.
that's what I'm kind of doing. Yeah, but I am going to be recording a lot of standards as well
Oh, you are.
from the
Okay.
American Songbook as well. So
All right.
yeah, I got a lot of stuff going on. Yeah,
It-
I don't know if I told you. I also every last Thursday of the month, I do a gig out at the Veterans Hospital in Boulder. Something I'm very proud of.
Oh, you
I go
do?
out there, yeah.
Okay.
I sing for them out there for an hour every Thursday.
Wow,
for
man,
the
good
Veterans
for you.
Hospital in Boulder, and I also perform at a lot of the adult daycare centers. I did that
What
yesterday.
you did?
Yeah,
Oh,
that was
really?
why I couldn't do the interview on that.
Oh,
other
I
day,
see.
Because
yeah.
I also perform during the day at some of the adult daycare centers. I really enjoy doing that.
Wow,
It's a lot of
man,
fun.
that's awesome.
That's cool, man.
That's cool.
I really enjoy. There's one in Henderson I'm at, and there's also one on Jones. So I'm very
Wow.
proud of doing that. I really enjoy it.
No, I got to say thank you for being a light of just joy to those there at the center.
Nothing like it,
Yeah.
man. Those folks really seem to enjoy it.
Oh, I bet, man. Yeah.
I love doing that.
Yeah, and it just brings good memories of old classic songs, right? Jazz songs
You can
and
see it on their face.
oh yeah. And that's the thing, they will always remember you too. Just even if it's once a month, but they'll always remember like, wow, thank you for coming and doing that.
Yeah, I never,
know.
I did it one time, and I never thought they would ask me back. And they were like,
Next thing
"Hey,
you know, you
these
have your
people-
residency
yeah,
there."
These people want you to come back, so it was really nice.
Oh man,
So
thank you for doing that, giving back to the community and being a light like
I
that.
wanted to make sure I mentioned that because that's something very important.
That is
to
important.
Me. I'm
Oh,
trying.
yeah.
I would like one day to put on a show for the veterans. I got to figure it out. Because a lot of them are disabled. It's hard for
Oh,
them to get
right.
around.
Yeah.
So I would probably have to go to them instead of trying to bring
Oh,
them
right.
somewhere. So, but we're gonna
Yeah.
work it out.
Yeah, I hope it works out, man. Anything I could do to help with that, I definitely would love that. 'Cause
Appreciate that.
yeah. So with your song, before we move on, when do you have an idea this original will be out for? You said Spotify.
Oh, it's that particular song is ready to go. Like I said, I'm working on other stuff, but I would expect that to be out within a week or two.
Oh, that's soon.
Oh yeah.
Oh, dude, all
yeah, I'm
right.
done with it. My friend
All right.
and I, Billy, he helped me with production, kind of like the executive producer on that.
Wow,
one.
man.
He's playing the trumpet a little bit on there, so it's coming out. It's a fun song. So
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say anymore.
No, that's fine. We look forward to it,
yeah.
and you'll definitely post it on
Oh,
social medias,
Absolutely.
Instagram about that.
And I
Okay,
will be performing it live at
Oh,
some
man.
venues very soon.
very cool, man.
Yeah.
Well, I want to say before we move on from that is this is kind of a little off the song charts of stuff, but I know you're a fan of Jameson.
Oh, what's that?
Jameson?
Yes. Oh,
Yeah.
Whiskey.
Yeah, whiskey.
Yeah.
So I love wine and beer, but I've never tried Jameson.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So why do you like Jameson?
Well, funny thing. One of the reasons is I've actually seen the distillery.
Oh,
I wasn't
really?
able to go in,
Wow.
but I have been in that area of the UK and
Oh,
actually saw
man.
Jameson Distillery.
That's amazing,
And
dude.
I just started asking questions because I had never heard of this Irish whiskey before. I'd never
Yeah,
heard of it.
I haven't
It
even
was,
tried it.
yeah,
Yeah.
it was not popular here or anything like
Wow.
that. And but it was everywhere, of course, over there.
Yeah.
And I started trying. I love a good whiskey. I love good Scotch, good brandy, cognac, that kind of
Well,
stuff.
all right.
So, tried it and wow,
Yeah.
and have kind of been having a sip.
All
ever
right, man.
since, but that's the reason I
That's
actually have seen the Jameson Distillery.
That's
before.
awesome, dude.
I've seen a lot of them actually when
Yeah.
I spent time in Europe.
Wow, man.
Places I've been because of the Air Force.
Oh, you get to travel a lot. Yeah, dude.
There it is. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
And one thing I have, it's not Jameson, but I did try a certain Scotch, but it was like a smoked taste.
Mm-hmm.
And I love drinks like that. I love drinks that have a smoke kind of taste to it.
Absolutely.
And when you sip it and you just taste it, it's just really interesting.
It's just so cool to visit distilleries and really see the process
Yeah.
and things like that. We have a good distillery here in Vegas too.
Oh, we do?
And I've sung there before.
Oh, where's
It's
this?
called the Las Vegas Distillery. It's
Oh,
in
okay.
Henderson.
Really?
Real cool place too. Yeah, nice
wow.
place. And they have live music on certain nights there, and I've had the pleasure of singing in there a few times. So,
Wow, man.
yeah.
Well, thanks for sharing that. I would
yeah,
definitely love to
and
check it
I mean,
out.
as far as just going there for a drink, it is a cool place. It's one of the cooler places in Henderson.
Wow, man.
Yeah, you go in there and you don't think it's what it's going to be, and they give tours and they do all sorts of
Wow.
stuff. It's a really cool place.
That is cool. Thank you for sharing that
Check it
information,
out,
man.
Yeah.
So before we move on from Jameson, there is a particular Jameson you mentioned.
Yes.
What was the name of that?
Black Barrel. That's
Black
my
Barrel.
favorite.
Wow.
So if you're ever in Lee's or you got to be you're not going to get this at 7-Eleven or anywhere, but if you're in a good liquor
Well, yeah,
store,
probably not.
you're not going to have that.
Yeah, this
behind
is an
you.
elite kind of Jameson. Yeah.
It's an upper shelf. But
Whoa,
it's,
okay.
but it's their best to me.
Black. It's called Black Label, right?
Black Barrel.
Oh, sorry, Black Barrel.
What's happened here? They have barrels that they do extra charring to create a different flavor, and then that's what this came from.
Oh man,
It's
that's
aged
interesting.
longer. It's yeah. I learned a little.
Apparently,
I don't just
bro.
drink it.
Yeah,
I
at
don't
least
just-
you did your research, man. Like
Yeah,
that's
I
good. I don't
I'm
just
not
sip it
just
for
a
no reason.
drunk.
Like I know I research what I'm drinking.
Exactly. So yeah,
That's awesome,
It's
dude.
good stuff.
That's awesome. Dude. Well, I just want to say, Charles, it's been such a pleasure to have you on Rhythm and Roads Las Vegas. I do want to ask this because I know there's so many, but besides Nat King Cole, what other artists have inspired you as a jazz musician of other jazz greats?
Well, first of all, my love for jazz comes from musically first, not vocally.
Okay.
So I would say it starts with Count Basie. I'm a big fan of big band orchestra
Wow,
music.
okay.
And I had the opportunity to see him when I was younger.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, and
Wow.
I've seen his orchestra recently. His orchestra, I think, is still the longest running musical orchestra in the history of, I think, America.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my
Count
God.
Basie's orchestra.
Count Basie.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
been the longest running continuous. Yeah.
Wow.
But starts with him. Also a big fan, Miles Davis, John Coltrane.
Yeah, Miles Davis.
I'm a big bebop fan. So bebop, hip hop. There, see.
Yeah.
Anyway, but yeah. So all of the originators of that, Thelonious Monk, Charles Mingus. I'm a big fan of all of, I would say, the 30, 40 jazz artists that came along through there. And then the vocalists, of course, I love Frank. I love Nat. I love Sammy, Dean, all those guys. Another guy I really like, he's kind of, you don't hear a lot about Mel Torme.
I haven't heard no.
What?
No.
They call him, the Velvet, the Velvet Voice, if you ever get a chance. He's one of my favorite vocalists as well. He was a great drummer, too.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh,
Mel
wow.
Torme. Yeah.
Mel Torme. I have to
Yeah.
look him up.
Yeah,
Mel
look
Torme.
him up. He's a great singer as well. But that's kind of just a little foundation. But
Okay.
it also moves into, the 70s because I'm an old guy. I remember, Grover Washington, big fan of his.
I was actually going to bring that up just
yeah.
now because I know he has an album called, I think, like Magic or
Yeah,
or
Mr. Magic.
Mr. Magic.
Yeah,
that album
so
was really good.
very famous.
Very good.
Yeah, kind of considered a lot of people consider him the one who started the genre of smooth jazz.
Oh,
his
really?
music, yeah.
Wow.
Because it's not so much like the normal formula of jazz. But yeah, I love Grover, all of the,
Yeah.
current guys, David Sanborn, all of those. So, but the singing part, I'd say it primarily comes from Nat King Cole
Nat
and
King
Frank
Cole.
Sinatra.
Okay.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
love Frank.
Yeah. Real quick on Grover is Mr. Magic. I've seen the video. Have you seen the video from the when
yeah.
you?
Yeah,
That
great
video is amazing. The way they started and then transitions with the drummer too, like how they play. It's just I love it, man.
So glad I got to see some of these artists I'm talking.
You saw
about
them
in
live?
My life. I've seen Grover
Oh,
Washington
man.
before he passed away. He had
Wow.
a group. If you ever want to listen to something, there was a group put together by Ramsey Lewis called the Urban Knights, and it was Ramsey Lewis on piano, Grover on sax, Omar Akeem on drums, Jonathan Butler on guitar.
Wow.
Incredible. They made a couple of albums. Incredible. And I got to see them in, believe it or not, in Oklahoma City.
In
Yeah, I
Oklahoma.
was down there
Wow.
going through my indoctrination for the FAA.
Really?
And, they said, hey, we've got some tickets, there's some shows, so you have something to do while you're down there. And I said, who is going to be? They said, Grover Watch, man. I was at that door.
Wow.
Unbelievable. No one was even there.
No one was even there?
It was, there were, folks there.
Yeah,
but I thought
it was
that
gonna be a
would
packed
be a lot
house.
more people than it was.
Wow.
But they really didn't know about it, I don't think. But it was a great show.
Oh, I can imagine
Right.
seeing them, dude.
Yeah, they were putting out their album at the time. The CD was out.
Wow.
Yeah, it was good stuff.
That's awesome. Well, for them to follow you on stay updated for your new single coming out, your show at the Composers Room September 24th, what are your links for like Instagram, a website?
Yeah, on Instagram, go to Big Suave Entertainment, all one word.
Okay.
Big Suave Entertainment. That's the best place to check on me there. And on Facebook, I'm just Charles.Hamilton on Facebook, and I post stuff there as well.
All right, man.
Yeah, man, that's it. I got a YouTube channel, just Charles Hamilton there.
Okay.
You'll find me. I got some videos and stuff posted there. So,
Awesome.
man.
Well, one thing I do ask my guests and before we finally get to the end of the interview here is, and this is a time where you see yourself where you're at, and it's always moving forward, right? But there's a time when it's going to stop because of retirement of really doing a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Not saying that it's just the time of saying I have to stop now. But what do you want your family and your friends and your fans to remember Charles Hamilton by? Just when you retire, right? When you stop singing, you just don't want to sing anymore. You're just like, I'm ready to just close that chapter.
Well,
But what do you, because your music will always be there. Your videos will always be there from performances you've done. Your great achievements from what you did for over 30 years in the military. I mean, but what do you want them to remember you by?
that I was a family guy.
Yeah.
That's the thing that's most important to me. I've been all around the world and seen a whole lot of stuff, but at the end of the day, the thing that I cherish most are my family memories. My mother and father, my brothers, my children, man, my children. So that's the thing that he loved and sacrificed for his family. I love my family, and music is part of that. It's an extension of that. My love for music, it's kind of the same type of thing. But I that's what I want to remember. People to remember me, man, that I was a good friend, man of his word, showed up when he said he would, and loved his family, man.
That's awesome, man. Yeah. Thank you for sharing that.
Yep.
Yeah. And guys, if you'd like to share your story on Rhythm and Roads Las Vegas, my Instagram is Joshua Jacob Official. I believe every story matters. Every story can impact someone's life by starting a new dream, who's resurrecting an old dream, or on the edge of giving up on life. And so one story can be that light of beacon of hope to keep going, to not give up, to start that dream. And just like Charles Hammilton here with his story, wow, incredible of just him being that example of do not limit yourself. Keep going and try new things. It's okay to fail, but learn from that and develop yourself to try things that you can never achieve. And for him to be what he did in the military for over 30 years and been around the world, and just that's awesome, man. I mean, I can't imagine. I will never experience something like that. But for you, sir, thank you for what you did for our country for over 30 years, being the light to other musicians and artists out here in Las Vegas and around the world as well. Thank you, Charles.
Appreciate it, man.
Yes,
Thanks
sir.
for having me.
Thank you, man. And guys, I want to say one more thing. It is important to get help. Seek help if you are dealing with any emotion, mental, anything that you have gone through, divorce, loss of family, just anything. Just seek help. I've been there before. I've gone to counseling for my loss of my mother, and it does help out. So please do that for yourself. Will not regret it. Do this for your future. And so remember, everything is possible. And it's actually inspired by Matthew 19:26. I encourage you to look it up. All right, guys. Well, this is Joshua Jacob with Rhythm and Roads Las Vegas. Thank you for watching, and I will catch you on the next episode.